Hello everybody, my name is Unlucky Few, this is my YouTube channel and today we're going to be talking about state of survival. Let's get cracking on then. Today I'd like to speak to everyone about where you get your speed ups, relocators, resources, where you go to get that. Most people either go to the store here or into the Alliance store here because it gives you quite a few bits and pieces in there. You can check today's and you can check this week's. Most people would go into the store. So in the store here you've got your daily deals, your bio caps, your VIP store. This relates to the level you've got. Mine's only 8, which is rather low. I think you need to be up somewhere near 12. But you can see that you can get stuff a lot cheaper in here. This is your skin store, your coins from RR, which I've spent most of mine. And obviously the stake thing we just done, and I've already spent a load of mine and I've got that much left. What people don't know, and what I didn't know, which was pointed out to me this morning, is if you go over to your trading post here, this is your buddy, your friend, your pal, your mate, not this. Now, when you click on this, you get all these little icons pop up. The first one just basically tells you what you can request. So with mine's a level 29. I can request food up to 11.4 million, wood the same, metal 2.2, and gas just over 500,000. It also tells you what level you are, what resources you can ask for, and the different types. You've got your food, your wood, your metal, and your gas. So the higher up you go, the more you can get. Now, obviously, this is where you upgrade it. It just tells you what you need. You know, you obviously need to have your headquarters at level 30 for me to do it up to 30. So yours will be slightly different. But it just, it gives you all the ticks. When you've got all the ticks down there, you can upgrade it. You've got your battle power and also, most importantly, your prosperity. That's this thing up here. Now, when you go to the market stall, because most people know the supply convoy, as you can see, I've been using mine because I've got some real big upgrades going on at the minute with mass amounts of millions upon millions of stuff, resources you need. On here you'd have down request on all of these. I think it's request. You click these and you can request the amount or the maximum amount of what you've got, and that goes out to everybody. But when you get lots of resources up here, mine seems quite high, 15 million, but trust me, that's nowhere near. I'm using probably 2 or 3 times that on my upgrades at the moment. But if you've got a lot of resources up here, rather than just stacking loads and loads of resources in here and making yourself a target, because people will just farm you, you can get rid of it. Now, you can't send it from player to player on the map, but what you can do, you can go in here, go on to give, and it gives a whole list of all your fellow members that are asking for resources. So if you've got 20 or 30 mil of this stuff, or 70 or 80 mil of this stuff, and you're thinking, I don't really want all this food on me, it's going to make me a target. You can come in here and you can donate to all these players, and there's loads in here. There's always loads in here asking for resources. So what you do is, or what I do is, when I've got a mass amount, I mean not now, but when I was a 25, 26, 27, 28 and level 29, I was always in here offloading all my resources because there's no use for me holding. It's just going to make me a target. I don't want to get hit from my resources and lose troops. So I tend to dish it all out. There's loads of people that ask for stuff all the time. So, if you've got too many resources, don't make other players see you as a farm and will come and farm you. What I mean by that is they'll come and hit you constantly for your resources because they know you're going to have so much of it. Just go in here and offload it to people. And then if you get to a point where you need some, then you can go into request and you can click your buttons and your name will be in there. And people go, I remember this guy, he gave me loads, help me out. Oh, I'll give him some back. So there's this as well. You use it a lot. Now the bit I keep forgetting about, we'll just go into this quickly. This is the VIP store. This is basically I've shown you all this. be level, and then what you get, obviously the higher level you get, the more that unlocks for you. But the one that I keep forgetting to use, and I did used to use it quite a bit when I first started playing the game, but I stopped, is the market stall. Now in the market stall, you can refresh this. Mine's at biocaps, but you can do it, I think it's 3, 4, maybe even 5 times you can refresh it. So if you've got these items down here, you go, I don't really want none of that. You can click refresh. It'll take all of these away and give you 6 new fresh items. Now it doesn't just do your resources or your combat books. It does an assortment of anything. I did mine, and I also paid for 2 more because I wanted to see if relocator come up, because someone said they'd get their relocators from here to jump around the map. I hadn't seen any. I had to do it quite a few times, but then one popped up. It cost me 1.2 million gas, I think it was, but I got one. So use it wisely. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll waste 50 to show you. How about that? So we'll get rid of those, and oh, we've got an epic skill book. Got some chief experience. We've got what's this, 5 1-hour healings and a rare skill book. So it mixes it all up each time. Sometimes it's your biocaps you've got to use, and sometimes, as you saw previously, it's your resources you use. But people need to be using this daily, or checking it daily, because I'm sure people are looking for epic books, not so much the rare books, because most people have these maxed already anyway. But your epic books, or your chief experience, or your speed up again there. So I think somebody said there was something like 35% of people are using the trading post, or 35 out of 95 people are using it. You need to be checking this every day. You should be using it every day. It's going to help you out, especially when you start getting up towards level 29 and me trying to get to 30. We've still got 2 days left, or 2.5 days. So the trading post is your best mate, your buddy, your pal. Click on it now and again and check it. Also upgrade it where you can. I don't know what level mine's at. Let me zoom in and have a look. Oh, mine's 29, so it's not too bad. If you're on a PC, on the PC version of BlueStacks, if you press your up and down arrow key, pressing up takes you in close, pressing down takes you out further, so you can see more. Just a little thing there. There are other buildings in here I'd like to go through with you, mainly the 3 that builds us our troops, but also the tents as well. It's important to keep upgrading these. I'll go into those and a few others, just quickly. Yeah, blast shelter. I don't know if anyone's used their blast shelter before, but when you start upgrading it, you can actually hide a load of troops in there. So I can hide 120,810 troops, which is almost 1 full platoon's worth. And you can do it for 15 an hour, 4 hours or 8 hours. Comes in handy. So instead of looking to garrison somewhere, you can actually hold them within yourself, and then you can, well, when somebody attacks you, you can hide your troops, and then when they least expect it, you can attack them because they're thinking you've got no troops in there, and well, hopefully you win. We all like to win, don't like to lose. So I just wanted to cover that quickly. I will do more on other bits and pieces in here. There is various things I'm looking at doing. Some are really too small, others are a little bit too long. So I'm going to try and see if I can condense them down a bit. If there is anything you'd like to see, you can ask me on my YouTube channel, you can ask me on Discord, or you can send me a private message through the actual game itself. If you don't let me know, I won't know what to do to help you. Somebody commented on this today, I thought I'd do it, and I had forgotten. So thank you very, very much, everyone, once again. As always, like, comment. You don't really need to subscribe it unless you really want to. I put these up on Discord every time I do them. But thank you very much, everyone, for your continued support. It is really appreciated. You have blown my mind. I've never had so many people check my videos in my entire life. You've made me very happy, even though I sound like a miserable git. Thank you, everybody, and goodbye.